Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this card. Now I actually saw this on Pinterest and it was by a lady called the Quilling Lady, and she called it an Octagon pop-up or Gatefold Octagon pop-up. I'll have it linked anyway below the video, but you take the belly band off. Now she put hers, I think, inside a card, but I've made this the card blank, the whole design. And then when you open it up, you have these really fun panels that pop out. I thought you could put photos on here. You could put the decade that someone was born, a big photo of them inside. It does stand up this way, but I thought it would also work really nice in this orientation as well. I've decorated mine with these gorgeous birds and that lovely floral paper. You don't need any dies to make this one, so it's a nice easy one as well. So let me show you. So to decorate today's card and also that one, I've used the Papercraft Society kit. This is the RSPB one, which is the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds. So it's a charity. It's beautiful. There's so much in here. And I think this one is half price, the kit, I believe. So again, I'll have it linked below. But you get two different stamp sets. So you've got your birds, sentiments, you've got dies, you've got a booklet full of inspiration, stencil, you've got little ephemera in here as well, which is very cute. You've got some handmade paper here, so recycled paper with leaves, and then different papers, which is what I've used, and also coloured card as well. So it's a really lovely kit. I've always enjoyed the RSPB ones when they've released them, so I think this is about the third or fourth one now. And I've also used my Ditzy print embossing folder, which you can see is decorated on the front there. So you're going to need to cut yourself a piece of 10 by 7 card, and along the 10-inch side you're going to score at 2.5 and 7.5, and that will make a standard gatefold card. So just fold in both the sides, give it a good burnish. Then you want to do some extra little markers. So along the top here you want to just mark at 1 inch, then at 4, 6 and 9. Okay, and then flip it over and do the same. So 1 inch, 4, 6 and 9. And then just take your ruler and you want to come down each of these score lines 1.5 inches. So again, just put a little marker in there, and then I'll come up here 1.5, and again. Now you might want to change those measurements once you've made it. You may, yeah, quite an easy one to adapt. And then you want to score from the markers along the top down to the markers that you added to the score line. So there's that 1 inch one. I'm going to go along down to that marker there and just score. Make sure you've got a soft, I've got my self-healing mat here, just something give you a good score. And then again from that marker, so that's that 4 inch one, again down. So you're creating this triangle, this arrow. So do this again, the same here. And then again down here. Next you want to fold all of those score lines so they are valley folds. I've used a 300 GSM cardstock here, but you could use a lighter, like a 220, 250 will be fine. Just create those valley folds on all of the V shape. Just pinching it over, like so. And then you can start to fold the whole thing over and just give it a really good burnish. Because mine is a heavier weight cardstock, it'd be quite bouncy. So now we've got that Octagon gatefold. Then to decorate, I've got my mat and layer here for inside. So I've used the papers again from that kit. So you want to cut yourself a piece of 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then you want to come in from each corner and come down from each corner by 1.5. Okay, so the same as that one, and just cut off the corners. And then the mat layer here is a piece of 4.5 by 6.5, and again come in 1.5 and come down 1.5 in all of those corners and snip away the corners, and you'll see that will sit perfectly inside there. And then I've cut myself these two to go inside, and then I've got 2 for the front. So I've actually kept this one just to show you, but again for these pieces, for the mat you want 4 pieces of 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, And then you'll want 2 to 4 pieces, depending on whether you're going to add a layer on the front, of 2 by 6.5. And again, you want to come in 1.5 and come down 1.5, just to the left side of one of them and to the right side of the other, and snip them away so they fit within those spaces there. And then if you sit them so they are pattern to pattern, because that way you're getting all of your angles in the right direction, and then just use it as a guide to line it all up, like so. And then I can pop those together on the front. It will be like that. Okay, so I'm going to stick all those down. So that's everything stuck down. It actually looks really nice without adding the next piece as well. So if you do just want to have a fun fold, I think that's really nice. I think it would make a lovely mirror, and you could have all like makeup, stamps and dies decorated around it. So I think it's definitely going to work for many occasions. So then I've cut these pieces here, and I've just used the same pattern paper. So I've got 4 pieces of 1 7/8 squared, and then 4 pieces of 1 5/8 squared. I've brought it in a little bit, because what you want to do is when you stick it down is just have a tiny little gap, just see a little bit of the triangle, just a tiny bit. It will just stop everything catching, and it will also make sure nothing pops out like the top here. So you're going to stick these on the 4 inner triangles. So that's where you're going to add your glue. You can see, so that when it lies flat, they fill this space here. So I'll show you this one. I'm going to use the quick grab glue, like so, and just do a little test, fold it over, make sure you're happy. So then add your glue to those 3 other ones and stick the rest down. Okay, so they are now stuck down. Just when you go to fold it down, just, you know, one will kind of sit under another, because the points do just kind of hit there. So just make sure when you go in that it all sits nicely. How lovely is that? Really striking, and it does stand up, but you might choose not to add the bottom ones, just have them on the top. Again, lots of options there, it's up to you. And then to decorate inside, I've got this piece here, and I've used the sentiment "Somebody Loves You," and that's going to go in the middle. And then I'm pretty much going to follow the same layout here, and then I've already decorated my topper. Again, I've just followed the same one here, so this is going to go on the belly band, and I just like to add a little bit of shape to the leaves and things. Now when I add belly bands, that's the envelope for me, so this will not go in another envelope. If I'm posting it, then I'll put it in, you know, a little protective envelope for that, but otherwise I would just hand deliver this one as it is. But just by lifting up those few little pieces, it just kind of brings that to life a little bit more. So I'm going to get all this stuck down, and then I can show you how to add the belly band. Also, if you do have any of the triangle pieces, if you want to keep those, you can use those, and maybe you're not adding the squares, you can use these to cover the triangle pieces. You might have to trim them a little bit so you get a nice white border, but you can reuse those as well. You could, if you wanted to, you know, from the top here, if you imagine if I just bring it down a little bit so you get a white border. So it's another way to use them. So that's everything stuck down. Because I've got a lot more busy paper, I would say, on this one, I've not added as many flowers in the middle, so there's more white space. But you can see on this one here, I added the stamped bees, another little kind of sprig there. And on that one, I use the embossing detail on those squares rather than the pattern paper. Again, just carefully make sure that all folds in. And then I've got a piece of card here. You just want something that's long enough to wrap around and that you can then attach with your topper. So it doesn't have to be, you know, completely joined. So this is just a piece of scrap, so it's 8, it's about 10, but if just use the length of your letter paper or A4 will be fine. And it's by 1.5 inches, but again, you can change that if you want. You might want to do the whole width of, say, this piece here, so you could do your belly band, so it's 4 inches. That'd look nice as well. And then just wrap it around. You don't want to pull it tight, just wrap it like so. And then I'm just going to take some glue and just add some glue there. Just make sure it stays within the size of your topper. And then I can sit this over the top, make sure it's nice and centered. Just give that a minute to dry. And there's the finished card. And then that wonderful pop-up. I think it's a really simple design, but by adding those panels, it just makes it into something quite special, and I think it's really fun to look at. So I hope you've enjoyed this version of mine today. Like I said, check out the one that I saw on Pinterest. It will be linked below, along with the products that I've used today. If they're still available, I'll also have those linked. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. I'll have a playlist coming up now of all like different fun folds. You might want to watch those next, and drop me a comment as well because I do enjoy reading them. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.